Hi Sagittarius, thanks for tuning in. I'm Annalisa. This is an overview for you for October 2019 and getting a sense of what's been going on for you the last month, and then looking into your love, your career, your health, and your spirituality. What's coming up over the month, some lessons, some advice, challenges, that kind of stuff. Okay, so first of all, last month, what do we have? We've got the Lovers card and the Knight of Rods coming up for you. So there are some big lessons around relationships, around choices in connections, who you connect to, how you connect. It can be any of these. You've been exploring some kind of understanding about your involvement with other people and how you can relate and work with them, and how you express your passion, because you have a lot of desire, right? You have a lot of fire energy, you have a lot of passion. And how do you work with that, and how do you manage that? Okay, so in terms of the lovers, the clarifiers, we've got the Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. And I feel this energy with you, like the lovers is also about choice, right? It's about making decisions. And there is this kind of backwards and forwards, like I give up, I'm going for it. I give up, I'm going for it. And this kind of backwards, forwards energy with you. And ultimately ending up in a place of like, what do I want? Am I happy here? Like, I made this decision. Is this fulfilling me? Is this what I want? And a lot of confusion, I feel, for you. And so you are learning about this kind of passionate nature that you have, and this kind of like impulsive nature, and about really learning about how to be potentially more grounded, kind of slower, and also being able to receive, like the kind of difference between like the kind of impulsive active energy and the kind of waiting patient energy, and this trying to find a balance with this. I feel that's kind of where you're coming from. So where are you this month? The King of Swords, this is what you want, okay? So you want to be very clear, very decisive, being able to make very certain choices, knowing exactly what you do want, and being able to move forward without being clouded by emotional worries or anxieties, that kind of thing. You want to be very determined in your thought, clarified by the High Priestess. So especially your intuition. Like, you really want to connect strongly with your own intuition, your discernment, your integrity, like really being able to harness those, and to get a sense of any decisions or choices, or how it is you want to move forward. You just want to have clarity in your life, okay? What's going to help you? The Moon. So you need to really reflect on your fears, okay? What are you really scared of? What is it that surfaces and triggers anxiety or triggers worry in you? And by analyzing those and getting an understanding of what it is that you fear, then you're going to have a better sense of what where you're acting from impulse rather than from a place of grounded kind of decision making, like clear decision making. Because it's when we get triggered by something that we tend to make then kind of impulsive decisions that we then regret later. Okay, so being aware of what triggers you, what worry, what brings out the kind of the howling kind of like monster in you, or the kind of just freak out, like what is that about? And allowing yourself, to go into that, allowing yourself to feel on a more deep level what it is you're scared of, and really allow that to come in. And this is also about your intuition, so connecting deeper to your emotional intuition. What you might struggle with, what might challenge you, is the Nine of Cups. So your belief in yourself, your self-love, essentially, because clarified with the Ten of Swords, it's like you may feel like you've been attacked, or you've been hurt, or you've been persecuted, and it's damaged your sense of self-esteem. And so if your self-esteem has been kind of affected by external things, then it might be quite hard for you to really feel that self-satisfaction and self-love. So allowing yourself to realize when you're acting because you aren't able to love yourself, or making decisions because you aren't able to fully trust or believe in your needs being met just by being you, okay? If that makes sense. Okay, in terms of love, we've got the 9 of Wands. So, moving forward, this is the wounded warrior, someone who's been through lots of battles, lots of trouble, lots of difficulties, and it's like, right, the final push, I'm going to take this last wand and push it through and go through to the end. So there is something about you making a kind of move this month, overcoming your fears and your worries, overcoming your ideas of needing to control and needing to like from the mind, like control from the mind what it is that you want. So overcoming these kind of issues that this is what you want, right? You want this kind of like clear clarity that comes from spirit, that comes from a real internal knowing, rather than from your ego, essentially. And so this is what's coming forward for you in terms of relationships, is moving forward, like overcoming those kind of battles. In terms of your work, we've got the 5 of Wands. So there may be some conflict coming up with you. There may be some like challenges or difficulties in what really is fulfilling you, what makes you really happy. And you may have some questions about that. And you may be questioning your work this month about, or there may be some challenges within it where you feel like your happiness is threatened or not. You're worried about really receiving the kind of success and the light from what you want to achieve. In terms of your health, we've got the 3 of Swords. I feel like this is overcoming heartbreak with the Chariot and the Ace of Swords. I feel like there's maybe some hard truths or some difficulties that have kind of broken you a bit. So this month is really about healing your heart, emotional healing, emotional health is really important for you this month to heal and nourish that, especially in terms of this self-love, overcoming these doubts and negativities, letting go of what other people say and do, and coming into a sense of self-satisfaction. So really looking after and nourishing your heart this month. In terms of your spirituality, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is clarified by the 7 of Cups and the King of Cups. So again, this is like a new foundation, a new beginning, and I feel like it's developing this new relationship with Source, with Spirit, with your wholeness, with your sense of connection to life, to God or to angels, whatever it is, but re-establishing that and grounding that in, which is going to help you overcome some of the difficulties that kind of under the surface. I feel like a lot of this is under the surface for you. It doesn't feel like big things on the outside, but it's like underneath there's all this stuff that's kind of bubbling and some kind of like doubts underneath. Your focus for this month is the 3 of Wands. This is about allowing things in. I feel like this is you allowing yourself to receive, like, yeah, can you allow yourself to receive? This is waiting for your ships to come in. Like you've set your vision and then you allow it to come in. And there is some mastery with the 8 of Pentacles. This is about working towards some deeper level of understanding towards relationships and connections. Keeping hope, keeping faith, and also being aware of new insights or truth that wants to come in. So I think this kind of receptive energy in terms of your spirit is going to help you really understand on a deeper level what's kind of been going on and help you keep some hope or some light. Because in terms of your lessons this month, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So this is all about being victorious over your feeling of lack. Excuse me. So feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you aren't successful enough. This could relate to your work particularly. And seeing things from a different perspective, a different understanding of what's going on, and letting go of the need to have things a certain way or have things like just being attached to like having a set mindset, a set fixed I'm losing my focus, a set focus, and allowing yourself to feel victorious, feel like you can overcome these challenges, because you can, right? You can overcome any difficulties. And there's going to be some truth. Basically, this month, you're going to be moving forward slowly, okay? So it feels like there's some kind of conflict and things still kind of going on that need time to stabilize and just ground in. But I see you overcoming these, being able to stand up for, like, fight for yourself, fight for your passion, fight for your desires. And with the Six of Cups coming into harmony, coming into reunion or union, like really healing connections and healing relationships this month. Okay, so it feels like there's some work. There's a little bit of work to be done for you in coming into this place of clarity. But essentially there's like lots of fire energy. You're going to be like really passionately overcoming these things and trying to overcome your doubts and your fears and your worries. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Wishing you a wonderful month and sending you lots of love.